When I was 16, I needed a hat. So I went into my mom's closet and I started rooting around looking for one. And at the back of her closet on the floor, I found a small Stetson box. And I looked inside, no hat, but it had mementos and letters and photographs. So I sat down on the floor and started looking through it. And I found a postcard from Niagara Falls that my aunt had sent to my mother in 1977. And among other things on the postcard, my aunt wrote, "How's Bill?" Now this wouldn't be a big deal, except for the fact that my mother had told me that my father died in 1975. 2 words on a postcard, in a hat box, small but mighty. So I grabbed the postcard and I went downstairs to have a little chat with my mom. So, Italy hasn't won a war since Caesar. And that is only because the Italian army hasn't figured out that they only need to enlist pissed off Italian women. And here, in our story, we had 2 of them, trapped under the same roof, with mutually exclusive and non-complementary goals. Connecticut is still with us today because my mom and I stopped when we did. So after a week of brutal internecine warfare, my mother came into my room and she said, "Fine, you want the truth? I thought you'd rather hear that your father couldn't come to your birthday parties than that he didn't want to." And with that, she turned and walked out of the room, and as far as she was concerned, the discussion was over. 18 years later, I started getting weird calls and emails at work from a guy in Texas named Kevin. I didn't know anyone in Texas, and I didn't know anyone named Kevin. So naturally, I assumed that Kevin wanted to murder me, steal my identity, and leave the body in a dumpster. So I said to my boyfriend at the time, "Here, you call him." So boyfriend at the time goes off. He's right there. "You're immortal now." Boyfriend at the time comes back. He says, "Yeah, Kevin knows your father. Your father's been looking for you. Here's the phone number." I had no idea what to say to this stranger. And I was the little girl whose birthday parties had been missed. I was the aggrieved party. Fear and pride. Small words for mighty concepts. Mighty stupid. So I didn't call Kevin back right away. It took 7 years. And on June 27th, 2016, I called Kevin back. And I said, "Hi, it's Bill's daughter, Elizabeth. You called me 7 years ago." And he remembered. And Kevin said, "I'm so sorry. Your father died in July of 2014. And honestly, I'm surprised that you're calling because I told your mom." At this point, I realized that I was running late for my boss's retirement luncheon at Maggiano's because an Outlook notice had just popped up on my computer. So I thanked Kevin for his time, gathered my purse, and went out to get some tasty, tasty Italian food. Have you guys ever had a situation where outside life and inside life don't necessarily correlate 100%? Pass the bruschetta? Sure, no problem. Here you go. My father died twice. This eggplant parm isn't soggy at all. They must sweat the hell out of this eggplant. God, I wish life had a safe word. You're moving to Florida to do community theater? That's great. I love Pippin. Gotta find your corner of the sky, man. My life is a Eugene O'Neill play. So at this point, I did what anyone in her right mind would do. I grabbed my phone and I ran and hid in the bathroom. And I began madly texting and emailing anyone who I thought might be able to help. This included my hairdresser, a psychic on Pine Street who had once read my tarot, and an energy healer at Canyon Ranch in Lenox, Massachusetts. Now let's remember where and when I was. I needed someone to get back to me with life-affirming wisdom in a period of time that could reasonably be explained by constipation or IBD. Time was of the essence. Come on. Bing! Oh, thank God. It was the energy healer from Canyon Ranch. And she wrote, "You've been given a tremendous gift. she misread the email? You have the ability to rewrite the past. So I walked out of the bathroom, I had some panna cotta, and then later that day I called Kevin, and I even called my stepmother, Kevin's mother, and I got, belatedly, my father's side of the story. And what I learned from Kevin and his mom is not the point of today's story. And the point of the story is not that I emerged from the chrysalis of the Maggiano's bathroom at peace with the world and psychically healed. I did not. I said and did some things this summer that hurt a very dear friend. The point of the story, and the point of our collective trip to the Maggiano's bathroom tonight, is that it is never too late to heal something that's broken in the past. And any opportunity that we have to do so, even if small, is mighty indeed.